Hello!
72.
Whoa! Welcome to
That's a
episode
lot of
72 of Role Slayers Podcast.
Have we even done anything
What do you mean?
in 72 episodes?
No, you've done like two things.
I feel like
You've done
we've
like
done
two.
nothing.
It's great.
Maybe like 60 things.
Before we get into tonight's episode, as always, our wonderful friends and sponsors, we have Beyond Skyrim, Scanlan Shorthalt Music, Sirenscape, but I don't ever use them, but they're still awesome. Beyond Skyrim, we have a Patreon, we have an Instagram and a Facebook and a YouTube. We got a website. You can access all of that actually in our Instagram bio or Facebook if you don't have an Instagram. What else do we have, guys? We have a World Anvil. I made a horrible vestigial twin in World Anvil named Snip, and now he is loose on the world.
Oh, dear.
So get your World Anvil and make your own vestigial twins at worldanvil.pxf.io/roleslayers.
You could choose to do literally anything else.
I don't know, it's been kind of fun. It's so
I think you
weirdo.
should make a vestigial twin.
Yeah.
We are sponsored by Eldritch Foundry. If you use our code ROLESLAYERS in checkout, you get 15% off on a custom mini that they will print for you in metal or resin or plastic, or you can print it yourself if you have one at home. Yeah, I think I just kind of speed ran all of our stuff.
Yeah, you did.
Did you say our website?
Yeah. Or RoleSlayers.net.
If they didn't hear it, they can go back to the last episode or the
That's
next
true.
one.
You've been with us 72
where they were
episodes. You know
all-
what's happening.
Yeah.
Beautifully and descriptively explained.
Yes.
Yes.
By Molly.
Yeah.
Much better at this than I am. Okay, let's get into this episode.
Let's do it!
Last we left off, the party traded some magic items and some gold for other magic items.
Sizzlebonk.
They got a business off the ground with their goblins.
Another business.
Yes, that's
RPG
true.
Rickshaw.
Another business. Burgeoning empire here once you get the fish empire off the ground, you know? And they successfully recruited 2 surgeons, one magical, one practical, and got Snip out of Leaf's body, creating a new body for Snip himself. We ended last night's episode on Snip retiring to his and Leaf's room and waiting for Leaf to wake up. What are the rest of you guys doing as he walks off?
Sleeping.
You guys are going to sleep?
I mean,
you guys out?
I wouldn't, not like going to sleep, but just like exhausted and like laying on the couch or something.
Okay.
Visa would take the point of exhaustion to stand living room vigil and watch both Leaf's sleeping form and Leaf's bedroom door.
Okay. He's waiting for Leaf in there. Leaf's not in the bedroom with him.
I imagine we didn't want to move him off of the table or something.
cool.
Maybe we've padded him and, changed out the cloth or something, but keeping him easily observable.
Sure.
And until further notice in separate secure space from Snip, who we have in Leaf's room.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
24.
You hear the occasional, deep-voiced giggle of Leaf's voice, and sometimes a thump from in the room. One time you hear a particularly large thump, and he goes, "Oh, Scud. Whatever. He'll clean it up."
Getting a feel for this. What did you do?
Around 2.5 hours later, Leaf, the last thing you remember was you were a little drowsy as you come out of this anesthesia to an empty room, a clean, patch of skin where Snip used to be, and Visa watching over you patiently, quietly.
I think Leaf just has a look of disbelief on his face. Where is he?
He's in your room.
All right, you look wiped. Thank you for watching over. You get some rest. I'm gonna.
No.
I guess I'll go deal with that.
Nice try.
Huh?
You're in no shape to handle anything by yourself right now.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty okay. He's gonna stand up and just kind of immediately down to knees.
I wasn't asking.
Yeah. I don't feel accustomed to. He kind of feels like his insides sort of shifting around when he's moving.
They'll readjust.
Oh.
You'll adjust. He hands him some broth that's kind of been resting by the fire. Why don't you get something in you?
We just got something out of me, right?
Well, I certainly hope this is a bit better.
He's gonna drink that broth and then just kind of, I guess, ease over to one of the chairs.
Sun will be up soon, and I can wake the others, and we can invite Snip out for maybe a brief conversation and go from there.
All right, yeah.
Alright, just want to make sure that, well, now that the two of you aren't in your same form, that you're still able to communicate, because, well, this may be a larger question for you, but what do we do with him?
Frankly, I hadn't thought that far ahead, but I think trying to keep him with us at least till we get over to Innsleilrenor would probably be the smart thing.
Well, perhaps we'd come to that decision together as we get to know what a freestanding Snip is like. Because I'd like not to bring another Lars the Legbreaker with us. But I don't know.
I feel like he might get into worse Scud on his own, to be honest, but if we want to cut him loose, that is understandable.
In some form or fashion, and I'll go wake the others, but this is our second or first and a half chance at a first impression on how we deal with him.
All right. Okay.
And then one by one.
I guess I'll find out what he looks like for myself.
Oh, not too much is different. And Visa will go around and just wake up the rest of the party before knocking on Leaf's bedroom door.
Okay. You knock with the rest of the party assembled, and you hear back in the uncanny voice of Leaf from inside, "One moment." You hear like a leisurely thumping of footsteps towards the door as it's thrown open. He awake?
He is now.
Well, let's see how we done.
I'll be barged. Leaf is looking at just a red version of himself.
What?
What?
It's just like looking in a mirror.
Well, we're twins.
I guess that tracks.
It kind of reminds me a bit of Bort.
He does. He looks like Bort a lot.
Does.
Bort was a good name.
Snip, would you like to change your name to Bort?
You look like a good Bort.
We can be Bort as well as Snip. Sure, I'm
Look.
Bort.
So it's still we then. It's still more y'all in there.
Oh, we are more than content to be a we.
All right. This is all a bit out of body for me. I guess. How do you feel? Are you able to move around? Okay.
You see his like eyes unfocus for a second as his eyes shift towards the fireplace with the hot pot of broth. You made broth?
I mean, it's just about come to flavour.
All right. Well, I would like some.
What, you're more
I'm
than
feeling
welcome.
good. How
Risa-
about yourself?
Risa hands him a mug.
He just starts sipping. It's very hot.
You gotta wait for it to cool.
I do not.
You know, he might not.
That's weird.
So, Bort, how's it being alive in the body of your own? Do you like it?
Oh, it is wonderful.
Do we see any chaos in the room behind him?
Oh yeah, he's broken a couple things by accident.
So, what happens now?
Now I go murder a child. Well, he's probably an adult now.
Oh no! All right. You know you.
Sorry, what?
You know you're gonna get yourself caged right back up real fast with that.
I can kill Froggy, and I can get away with it.
Froggy.
Yeah. Do you know where Froggy is?
No, but I'm gonna rip out his fingernails and feed him to him.
You know, Snip, Bort,
Yeah.
Snort?
Snort? That's fine.
There is a sort of a thought of just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
Yeah, morals, ethics.
Yeah, what do you think about that now that you have more
Do not
autonomy?
care. Do not care.
Okay,
No.
this is. Okay.
We were
So-
wrong. My brother and I were wronged by him. And
You
we
know
will
we've
make
been
it
wronged
right.
by a lot. We've been wronged by a lot of folk.
That's true. I have a list.
Yeah, we're gonna need to discuss that. Actually, I'm mostly interested in what you picked up on over the years.
A bit of this, bit of that. Magic, you know.
So, like, you can still do some magics?
Take a look in there.
Do we wanna?
What do we see in there?
Bunch of blasted furniture.
Oh.
My chairs.
Sorry, I will replace it.
Leaf looks at his expensive one chair that he bought many sessions ago.
I will replace
Oh.
it. I will coerce the carpenter into making you several.
All right. He's gonna look around at the party, and this is something I've now posed in the Discord that I'm gonna post out loud. It doesn't. We can't. I can't leave this man unattended. But we want to move this plot right along. We can go one of two ways. One is bring him with us. The other is y'all go ahead without Leaf and let Leaf catch up in a day or two. What do y'all think?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't mind like that. I don't mind just like chilling for the session if it makes sense, so y'all can get to going to the next thing.
Does it make sense to bring Snip? Will he come with us?
I think I can get him to come with us, but
See if you can get him to come with us.
all right. Okay, look. I understand you have a big list of things you want to do. I wouldn't mind helping you out on a few of those items. I'm quite sure that, you know, brothers working together, it doesn't sound so bad when it's not two people fused together, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to work
Now-
with you, brother.
How about this, though? You have missed quite a lot of life, and with that comes a lot of experiences. Maybe you take some time, just throwing us out there. You travel with us for a little bit. Maybe go to our next stop with us. Get a sense of how it is out in the world, and then you can make a decision on what you want to do next. Just help you get your legs under you, you know?
Where are you headed next again?
In Zlelrenor.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I kind of thought that would also be the case.
Yeah, we'll start with larger fish. Lars has got some legs that need breaking.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I mean, he maybe
Except-
like could actually help us, like not get our legs broken. Maybe.
He didn't even
Oh, no,
wrong us.
I-
We wronged him, but call it a preemptive strike.
You certainly could call it that. But
We're happy to.
okay. Well then, I guess we have an accord. Welcome to Raiding Party Goods and Services on the services side.
And I am now a luminary.
Actually, you might. He's bought by all purposes, so he
Or
might actually be a
luminary.
Yeah,
I
that
love
might.
it. We love it. Actually, one
That
of
might
us
act-
is not, but
All right. Well, let's go ahead and
Outvoted.
let's pack our things up. How about that? And get moving.
sounds good to me.
Might be good to get onto the road.
And as you guys mentioned, you forgot, apparently, Goldwyn has a friend in the city and has a teleportation sigil to her tower.
Oh, sick. That's great. We
Is
love
it
this.
Is it the Star Lady?
Finalraz?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys can just
Finalraz.
see Goldwyn and probably ask him.
Huh?
Cool. That's what we'll do then. We'll
Okay.
remember that exists and go there.
Okay. You guys make your way to the
Was the
repository.
plan all along.
Beamed up through the UFO hole into the main floor of the shop, where sitting behind the counter, not trapped in a pocket dimension, thanks to you, is Goldwyn, who is reading what seems to be a pretty boring book. It looks like he's nodding off before he kind of... Hello.
You remember us? We're the ones that like saved you and cleaned up your mess.
Of course. I remember you. Yeah.
So remember that time that you said that we could like use that like magic circle to get to Enzelranor really fast?
Sure, I do.
That would be really cool if we could do that right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
If it's available.
Sure. Should I tell her you're coming?
Well, that'd be great. That way we don't like surprise her with all these weirdo green people.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to do that. Hold on.
I thought you were talking about our goblin horde.
No, just us.
You see his eyes kind of go glassy for a second as he casts Sending before coming back. Okay, she's out right now, but you can come by, and her door locks automatically, so you should be able to just leave.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll the circle, yeah. And you follow him upstairs to his second story, into the kind of side room, and he draws a arcane circle on the ground that flashes a deep indigo. You guys are able to pile in. He explains how quickly you have to get into the circle, and you are teleported into what seems to be a large, like, wooden cylinder. There is a stairway that kind of cuts down through, and a stairway that cuts upwards. The room is empty besides the sigil on the ground.
Cool. So we go up or down, you think?
Well, if we're inside and it's a tower, I'm probably down to the ground. That's my guess.
Okay.
I feel like no matter what we choose is going to be the wrong answer, so let's just pick one. Let's go down.
Okay, you guys proceed down the spiral staircase. It is, you're kind of getting a sense for the room now. It's almost like you're inside of a shaft of bamboo, where each floor is kind of segmented. You make your way down 2 floors, a sitting room, and what seems to be some sort of arcane laboratory, before making it to the base floor, where there is a simple door carved into it. You make your way outside. And just Mert and Leaf, I think, have been here, but you guys take in the familiar view of Innsel Renor, around you, there is these, like huge, like towering spruce fir and larch trees all around. Spaces between are filled with buildings, and the familiar red clay walls of the city rise in the distance. It looks like you guys are somewhere within a section of the city called the Vaulted Wood. The rest of you, as you guys kind of take in your surroundings, a lot of the buildings that seem to be residential here are carved naturally. The first floor being this kind of unmarred granite. The second floor is being what seems to be like raw birch or maybe larch that is curved and rounded, almost like it's trying to be as unintrusive to the surroundings as possible. There are grass roofs instead of shingles. But something that's strange about this specific section of the city for you guys is probably the inordinate amount of like large white towers kind of peeking up on the horizon. It seems to be isolated just to this area, though. Can I have a history check from Mert and Leaf?
All right. 21.
Okay.
Ooh, not horrible. That's history. 17.
Neither of you guys were allowed into Alamer Solar whenever you were in town. It's kind of the most difficult place to get into, but you know that the House of Silver is located within the Solar itself. It's a specific district. You guys know how to make your way there to the gate, where you are able to tell the guardsmen in their kind of traditional russet-colored armor that you are expected by Venuthra Silverpiece.
Mert's probably like very cautious and almost sheepish.
Yeah. The guardsmen do make way for you, knowing that you're expected, and give you short directions to the house. And that's where we're going to call in our guests. As you approach the house...
Hey.
Hold on, I gotta get mic'd.
Hi, John. Hi, Jim.
Sound check and star wipe.
Jeremy snacks. Oh.
Snackage. It cannot be contained or constrained.
Hello, Jeremy. Now.
That's going to be crunching directly into my eardrum.
I can't wait. It's amazing.
That is called mouthfully, Hayden.
Look it up.
So as you approach, it is a grand cabin of silvered birch. It rises 3 stories tall, and the roofs they slope in a really sharp angle, creating a very dynamic taper, deep convex roof curvature. And the tiles are individually carved pieces of wood shaped like maple leaves. As you approach the front door, there is another figure standing there waiting, presumably for the door to open. If you want to describe your character, John.
So, I am. Well, I've got long, wavy, copperish colored hair and fairly garish dress. I'm wearing a tunic one side, emerald green, the other royal blue, with a large cape lined with like gold and red patterns, and olive green on the outside.
Yes, you'll fit
Just
in great.
A very opulent peacock of a man, really.
How tall?
I don't know if we nailed down a height, but about like 5'8".
Describe yourself as kind of gangly. I don't know.
Yeah, not large, fairly slight.
So as you approach, this man is standing. Human man is standing in front of the door.
Human.
Eventually, the door opens as you're approaching, and a more slight elf greets John's character, which is named
Julius.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. What can I do for you? Looks back behind you to see the rest of the group tromping up.
I am here to. Oh, it looks like we have more company. My name is Julius, Lord Balaverne.
Oh, yes, come on
I'm
in.
here to see Venuthra Silverpiece.
Yes. He's around, I think.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yes, you can greet them.
Gerald, your services are no longer needed. I appreciate you.
Of course, I'll be upstairs.
I apologize, friends. I meant to be here to greet you personally. And as he walks up, he's like licking his fingers. Oh, sorry, I'm just finishing a corn dog. A delicacy where I come from. Anyway, welcome to the House of Silva. Come in for a hug. What is your name? And he goes and embraces Julius.
Julius, Lord Balaverne. I'm here on your invitation.
It is good to meet you. Good to meet
Your
you.
reputation, of course, is well known where I am from.
Well, and where might that be?
I would rather not say.
I like it. A man of secrets.
You know my
Right.
type.
Zaya looks
yes, come this
very
way.
confused and weirded out by all of this.
Zeg's eyes,
Obviously.
arms are crossed, just like looking back and forth.
All right. Well, don't be shy.
Yes,
come on.
Venuthra, greet your other guests.
Yes. Hi. Hello. How are you? And tell me, how are y'all standing? You know.
Zaya would probably be like at the front of the group, just marching in, and then weirded out by all of this.
Hello. I'm Venuthra Silverpiece, and he comes in for a hug, but
Oh yeah, I'll give you a hug if you want a hug.
then get in here.
Okay, hello, you like this kind of thing?
Yes, of course, of course. You are guests at my house. So I want you to know the full embrace of my hospitality.
Oh, okay.
And your name?
I'm Zyrath Magir, and you sent us this weird letter to have tea at your house for some reason, and we're here to do that thing.
Yes. There's plenty of time for all of that. Business later. Right now, let's not skip over the pleasantries and the formalities and all of the teas. In fact, we have some tea prepared for you now. Come on in, Zai. And then he would embrace whoever's next. And I'm Venuthra Silverpiece.
I'm guessing Mert would be behind. He would hold out his forefinger.
Hello, little one.
You shake his finger?
Yes, I shake it and then I pull him in for a little pat on the back. Obviously,
Hello.
the height difference, but he wouldn't. He would squat down and he'd say, "Come here, little guy."
Goblins don't usually hug. I mean, you know kind of how we are, right?
Well, I am a respecter of all cultures, so I'll take whatever you give me. And he'll take a finger and I'll just poke his finger, and that'll be that.
He understands goblin culture.
Venuthra Silverpiece at your service. You can call me Vinny. Please call me Vinny. Everyone can call me Vinny. And then
Probably in the middle of the gaggle, Visa offers kind of like the forearm handshake, and he's like, Visa.
Good to meet you, Visa.
And just in case you didn't know us by our individual names, we're the raiding party goods and services.
I assumed, so the first person I met was Julius, and I knew that I was greeting Julius and the raiding party, goods and services. I'm so intrigued by the goods. I can somewhat anticipate what the services might be, given the line of work that you seem to be in, and the fact that I am somewhat of a mouthpiece. And
You've heard about our little store?
I just know that I'm to greet the raiding party, and he just mentioned goods and services, so I'm excited.
Sorry, with,
Well, what do you know about the raiding party?
Well, that is why I sent my letter, but you're going too fast into business. And then he would say, there's one last person to greet, and then...
There's
it would
three.
be
There's
Zach.
three.
3 more.
That's right.
There's that one, the twin.
And that one and this one.
And then, so I would go up to Zach and not knowing Zach's name would say, and you are?
I am Rock Thalzik, but you can call me Zeg. and he'll just like
Yes.
put arms like all the way
That's
around,
right.
and then like sort of like give a little lift, like a little pickup.
Ow! I don't know where you're from, but that's a mighty hug.
I am learning them.
Yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels very nice. I think.
Good. Forgive me for my ignorance, but I believe you are a Gith.
We are
yes,
Gith Yankee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gith Yankee. Excellent.
This is my sister. I am the older brother.
Yes, I have had run-ins in history with your race, but not in the flesh. This is wonderful.
Oh, I am sorry about that. I'm glad you did not die. You must be a fierce warrior.
In history, like in books. Sorry.
Oh, that makes
Yes,
more sense.
yes.
Well, we are not the traditional Gith. We have left
That is true.
behind many of their ways in favor of freedom.
That is true.
Welcome to freedom, my friends. And there is no freer place than where we are now. And then he would look over to, but pardon me, I'm being rude. There's two more guests to greet.
What interesting guests they are.
I think Leaf does the thing where you're trying to keep someone at a distance, so he kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder, like, "Oh, Vinny the Peace, your reputation long precedes you."
I know what you're doing. But come on in. It's fine. And he will.
No, I insist. He's gonna pat you on the face.
It's all right. He'll loosen up in time.
Snip goes in
quite
for
all
a
right.
big hug. Like, hugs him.
And yes, this is my brother, Bort.
He like cups his face as he's like pulling away from the hug and goes, "The name's Snip." Pats it.
Okay.
Well, good to meet you, Sport Snip.
You could call him Snort, Corbo.
You said Snip. I'll call you Snip.
We are fine with Bort or Snip or Snort.
Then we'll see what comes out in time. Okay.
My God's given name is Snip.
Snip.
It is worth mentioning that if you weren't present for the last session, this gentleman looks exactly like Leaf but red.
And Leaf is
just a red
of
leaf.
what color? Remind me.
He is just a kind of like pale, sickly-looking tiefling.
Like
Okay.
kind of yellowish, right?
I think you call
Yeah,
it
like
spoiled milk or
maybe on the
something.
edge of jaundice is how I've described him.
A little jaundiced.
Yeah.
A little curdled.
Yeah.
Gross.
I literally have curdled in his character
Yeah.
description, so it's good.
As I think as people are filing in, Julius is going to reach out and touch one of Leaf's horns and say, "You are magnificent. Just look at this."
I don't know what to do with that.
You cut an
Ought I to be offended? I feel like I should be upset by this. But frankly, it's the least upsetting thing that's happened to me in the last 24 hours. So. Whatever, Julius.
I like him.
Pet his horns in.
As you guys enter, the room is kind of this grand entry hall with two kind of stairs curving up. The entire house is covered in this, like it's paneled in this really nice warm cedar that like leaves kind of like a golden, like reflected light throughout the entire house.
Cool.
Yeah, and you'll notice in certain accents there's accents of like elven, filigree, all cast in silver with veins of titanium, and so yeah.
Zai is very impressed and just like marveling at all the things.
And it's incredibly eclectic, and so yeah, like you're trying to peg where the architecture is coming from. Obviously, there's the silver filigree type stuff that's sort of like connecting everything, and that's what sort of ties everything together with the elven background. But from room to room and in each section of the house, it feels a little bit culturally confused. So
You know, we spend so much time collecting the shiny, we don't think to put it in the stuff we build.
well, what do you do with it?
Well, mostly we just put it in piles.
That is a start. That's a start.
A lot of goblins don't really live long enough to like do anything with it, so
Yeah.
they don't really. That's how it works.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm so sorry. In all of the cultural trying to mesh with the finger, and I didn't catch your name. What is your name?
Mert.
Mert. Excellent. Well, wonderful to meet all of you, Mert and Party, Raiding Party.
Wait, did
I
you greet
assume-
Visa?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the middle.
Yes.
Whoops.
Yes, Visa. Where do you come from? Tell me. Where am I catching you from? Were you spending some time at the Aspen Lodge or Aspen? Is that what it's called? Aspen.
I don't know. I don't have the page
It's an
up.
inn?
It is
Okay.
now.
It is now.
The Aspen Lodge.
Sorry, yeah, the Aspen Inn. Would you have opportunity to stay in the Aspen Inn? It's wonderful. Visa, you look weather beaten and
I'm sure he means it as a compliment.
well, a friend of nature. I think you would absolutely love it. But tell me, where have you hailed from?
Well, how much do you know about us?
Well, I assume you look. There's some air about you that reminds me of a past life, and so you are adventurers. I have no doubt.
To generally answer where we're from, we found ourselves in service of Esaloon up till recently.
Esaloon, and what connection? I've spent many years in Esaloon. Tell me, what connections have you with Esaloon?
Some general service to the Commonwealth.
We are luminaries there. We like all.
Luminaries. Wow.
Yes.
Quite dignified then.
She would look at Visa like, are we supposed to say that out loud?
No. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's good. But my mother, my grandfather, they're both from Esaloon. Very good terms with Esaloon. Obviously, we are in the Shokumbaris, so you are in good company, and that luminary bears you goodwill in this space.
Yeah, that's where we met. We met at that Lenoros guy's funeral, and then we had to fight some guys, and we killed them all, and now we're like friends.
I don't get over there too much these days. How's everything since his death? Everything well?
The Regent seems to be keeping the peace, and I think that was further supported by our efforts in the south and a little bit east
I assume you
to their northern neighbours, and just generally opposing the unrest that had beset Esaloon proper.
in yes.
It's likely where our name made it to whatever circles that you're a part of.
Yeah, like, how did you hear about us?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How much do you know? How much?
I imagine when our names entered the archives of Esaloon as luminaries, they circulated a bit.
Well, if I were a little more connected, perhaps. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and I would love to tell you in this moment, as I would have loved to have heard as a young adventurer myself, how my reputation has preceded me. However, I remain occupied by my own interests, and so
He ain't heard of us.
thank you.
Okay, so like, how did you like send a letter to us if you don't even know who we are?
Well, we can get to that, but I have a very well-connected relationship, we'll say, who keeps a very keen eye on all the things that are going on. And so,
So I would look at the Visa with a gross expression on her
let me
face.
put you at rest, you skeptical skeptics. Come, let's go and have some tea. We have a traditional ceremonial tea room where I feel you will very much enjoy yourself.
How is Zek
And,
taking this in?
He's just watching.
Like,
And Vinny, I take it you don't know this individual either. Then he's gonna gesture at Julius.
No.
I'm sure you've heard something of my exploits, and that's why I'm here.
Please, and take no offense, it is simply because my ear is retracted from the ground in the surrounding areas. I have spent a long and arduous career in politics and staying connected, and I very much like to disconnect in this time of my life. So it is not because your reputation isn't exactly where it should be. It is only because I don't give a scut. Does that make sense?
That's fair. Shall we pour some tea?
Yes, tea.
Tea.
Yes.
By your restraint, yeah.
Delilah, if you wouldn't mind, Delilah, I want to introduce you to my new friends. Delilah is my, what do we call ourselves, Delilah?
Does it need labels?
It's always hard when you're meeting new people. Exactly, precisely, and if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. Delilah, Vinny, that's all we need to know. If you need anything at all, either of us will help you navigate the world around you, this beautiful house of silver.
And by either of us, he means him. But pleasure to meet you.
Well, Delilah,
What does Delilah look like?
Delilah is,
Flashbacks to last campaign.
Do you remember? No, no. It was so Delilah. It is well put together. 30 in her 30s, human.
How old does Vinny look?
Probably looks in his 50s.
Okay.
Like a young 50.
Okay.
In human age, but he's 99.
Sure.
So, and then, and so Delilah is maybe 30 years old, something like that. She looks youthful, but maybe wise beyond her years, at least experienced beyond her years. And
It's so hard to keep my face neutral.
and so
I haven't heard these kinds of words in a while.
and so
Vinny the Peace.
Sorry, I
Things don't change.
light blonde hair, a light blonde, strawberry blonde hair, or whatever. She's dressed, modestly. She doesn't. She looks dignified as a person. I guess in maybe some sort of velvet dress with long sleeves, and but she walks with.
She's
swagger.
a human?
Yes.
Okay.
She walks with swagger and, obviously, knows how to put up with Vinny's shenanigans, and so.
Seems like they have a rapport. She's known him a while.
Yeah. So. Anyway, yeah. So Delilah is his whatever, and so. Anyway, so we make our way to the tea room, and let me tell you a little bit about this tea room. When I was visiting the Sheng Brotherhood, I learned about their, to be honest, I had some very pivotal moments in my youth over tea, and I learned from a dragonborn woman who ran a tea shop in Drasbur, I believe. Is that right? Drasbur. And I simply had to investigate the culture. Anyway, long story short, you will find everything here 100% authentic to the Sheng Brotherhood's rituals and ceremonies, and I think that you will find the quality quite delightful. And so we make our way in here. We have some tea.
She pats you gently on the shoulder and says, "Dear, this is going to be a while. I will be in Vern's sitting room."
Yes, we will join you. Oh, I long to join you now, but simply must play the host.
Tragic.
Right. Twist my arm, right?
I leave him to you. Good luck. She
Excellent.
heads down a separate hall.
He watches her down the separate hall. Anyway, shall we?
So what exactly is tea?
Well, Simply put, it is.
Visa gives like a real what?
Been hearing a lot of talk about it.
Please, Visa, explain to your compatriot in terms that you know that they will understand.
No, I'll make him sit through your explanation. I'm just wondering how observant he is.
Imagine the most delicate magics that settled upon the most beautiful forest floor, dried herbs, and that smell after the rain. And then you take that essence and you put it into a tiny little cup. That is tea.
So like when you get the soggy leaves from the rain, and then you just like crush that up.
I'm not doing it justice.
I drink it all the time. And you can see like now, like you can really like see the exhaustion in like old man bags under his eyes as he's just like regarding you like, you've never mind.
You guys enter the tea room, and it is this like well lit, and the hallways here and the rooms are pretty large in terms of height. Like these are like 8-foot ceilings, and kind of like curved at the top. The room is this like carpeted, like low lit room with a couple of like paper screens at the back, like partitioning the room from other pieces that are obscured from vision. And then there's a large low table with cushions around it.
Have a seat. And he takes a deep breath. Introductions are lovely, but it's fun to slow down as well. Please, and Brendan, would you please bring the tea? And we have some star-type cheese bread. It's wonderful. It doesn't quite go with the tea, but I love it. And so let's bring it in.
You see coming out from behind one of the screens a halfling with a large tray with this like beautiful green cast iron teapot. Looks like heavy with this large wooden handle, steam rising from it, and a small plate of really greasy looking cheese bread.
Yes, the greasiest cheese in the land.
Hi folks, I'm Brendan.
Hi, Brandon.
This is a wonderful jasmine tea. It is from the city of Kaiju. Well, the leaves are grown on the island around Kaiju, but it's, matured and made into tea in Kaiju.
Wait, so how do you make what's the connection?
It's grass soup, basically. Hot water. You've seen me make it.
Yeah, but I didn't. Fine.
I also have some water here. It is, it's got carbonation in it. I would recommend drinking it before eating the cheese bread. It's gonna mess with your flavor profiles if you do one and then straight to the bread.
What's a flavor profile?
Visa grabs it.
You're gonna taste the
sits down
tea
somewhere.
while you're tasting the bread, and you don't want that. You want to taste them separate.
But why?
So like you take a little bit of tea and then this like carbonated water?
Yeah, it just means
And
it's
then
got
you-
bubbles in it.
The bubbles and then you eat the bread.
Yeah,
What if you want the flavors to mix?
that would be strange. It is very greasy, and that doesn't really lend itself to the more delicate flavors of a jasmine tea. If I
Okay.
do say so myself.
It sounds delightful.
Snip regards Brendan. You got any wine? He looks over at Vinny.
I like how you think. All in due time, my friend, all in due time. Please, everyone, sit.
Okay. He starts pouring like little teeny cups for everyone.
So I would like grab some bread and some waters and start doing that.
Julius is kind of reclining, and he's produced an ostrich feather from somewhere, and he gestures over to Mert and says, "He's a precocious little one, isn't he?"
Yeah, I don't know a lot of things.
Well, please, I just, tell me, where have you just come from? All of you,
We came from that lady's tower, somewhere like a little
Yes.
bit close by.
Before that, and recount the last day or two for me, just so I have.
Well,
Are you
Leaf's
hot
gonna
off
look at
heels of
the
battle?
group and just kind of like do a quick head shake.
So like we went back to a saloon and we like run the business there, and
Taught some
there's like a
goblins how to
goblin
read.
horde that we saved a couple of times, and then so we like taught them to read, and then like trying to get them to like run the shop and run this like other thing with the carts and the, I don't know, some inns or something, and they take the people on the carts, and then somehow the inns pay us for the carts.
Well, I might have mistook you. You're more diplomatic and business focused than I would have anticipated.
Oh, we're just not telling you some of the other things we've done.
Yeah,
Some
they
of
did
those
cut
things
me
are
out of my
little
brother's
more-
body. I don't know why they're playing coy.
I don't know what that means.
I was gonna tell you about the new weapon that I bought when we got back to
It's
town.
really cool.
I was
It's
inside of his body.
Leaf is gonna take a sip of his tea and just say, he's not well.
Well, frankly, your business is your own. But I simply ask because if you are just off the road or have been camped for the last 10 days or is different than if you are spending time in wonderful lodging and running businesses and having fun like you are wont to do in your younger years. So I just mean to ask so that I may tailor my hospitality.
Oh, we're all pretty tired.
Okay.
We didn't really sleep last night.
It sounds, Master Silverpiece, like you have a wealth of hospitality to offer, but might I ask to interject perhaps the purpose of our visit before we continue with the hospitality?
Okay.
It needn't be long, but
No, I simply have come to you with a request. Now, my only add here is that, truthfully, I don't know much. And I wish I knew more. And I know you'll have lots of questions, but I unfortunately, just the messenger once again in this endeavor.
Zai does not like this. No, I didn't say that out loud, but like
Okay.
my face would be like, this is not good.
I think Mert's also looking
Like,
kind of.
For our listeners at home that can't see my face.
Julius
I have to
is
describe.
very interested, very intrigued by all of it.
So, the simplicity of it is this. I believe there is an item of very great import that needs safekeeping. And I was told by a very old friend that, at least for now, you all would be the best people to keep that safe. And that's it.
Who's
So
the
you-
friend?
what's the item?
Well, the item is a key.
Oh, man.
And who is the friend?
Well, the friend, quite frankly, is neither here nor there. But if you must know, I'd rather not say for fear of tainting your perception of the importance of this task.
I don't
Well,
like that.
we kind of got a little bit blindsided by a lack of transparency, you could say, on our last job. So Forgive us if we're a little skittish on this.
I see. Yes. Well, she is a. How do I say this? You're familiar with Esselin, and so, by proxy, familiar with the Feywild. Is that correct?
Yeah, we've seen that like portal thing before.
She is a ruler of the Fey.
Oh, that's fine then. Yeah, of course.
And
Just a ruler of the Fae. Yeah, that's ordinary. It's not ordinary. I can see the look on your face right now.
So I'm trying to get a read on Leaf.
Roll an insight check.
Well,
I will.
he can see that you're. He can see you're appraising. He can say that you're appraising. He's like, look, I'm just trying to, I guess, explain our current skepticism on everything. We're not ordinarily this unfriendly per se, but you know, everybody's a little bit We're very fresh off of what was very nearly a large disaster, but we made it out by the skin of our teeth, and I do mean the skin. So, yeah, I mean, everyone's just a little on edge about things. I think if it's honest work and also a righteous cause, he's gonna look over at Zek, then perhaps we might be interested.
Should be looking at.
So you're.
Smart.
So yeah, maybe and I'm not, again, just the messenger, but having been somewhat in your shoes in the past, I'd be interested to hear what it is exactly that you hope to accomplish with this raiding party.
You know, never really thought about goals.
What keeps you together?
I think we kind of just like each other, and we helped each other not die many times.
Violence, mostly.
We're accumulating a fair amount of wealth and power. That helps. You know, some sway. That's not so bad. I don't mind that one bit.
When you say wealth and power, Julius is just nodding.
And what about you, Julius? What, I'd like to say that I had a reason for choosing your name, but the truth is I was given your name.
Honest work and a righteous cause, like they were saying, that sounds fine.
Do I believe him?
I don't know. Make an insight check.
We do insight checks differently
Wait,
now.
wait, don't
remember?
roll
Tell me
it.
your
Don't
modifier.
roll it.
Jeremy, you don't roll insight. John rolls insight and tells you.
What do I
The number to
want
beat.
from me?
So you tell John your
What-
insight modifier. John rolls the insight check and tells you if you succeed.
Okay, plus
Well, he doesn't tell you. You don't even have
Yeah.
to tell him if you
No,
succeed.
he
You
just
can just
tells
say.
you
Or tells
what you
you
insight.
what you insight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
Just check your phone real quick. I sent you some
So if
information.
you think
It
you
keeps
parse
us
out
from
however
knowing
much
if we're
information you
lying
would
or
as
not,
kind of like
yeah.
a DM based on pass or fail.
So we
We've had a
never
lot of
know
fun
if
with
we
this.
like how we do on our insight checks. We just
That
know
way you
the
always
So it's not like it's not a
information.
contested roll where like we both roll. And
It's like I don't know if
I
I,
mean, you
rolled
could roll
poorly and have this information, or if I rolled excellently and
Okay.
have this information.
You just know what
so
you
I just
believe.
know what I insight.
Okay, so I know his modifier, I roll it, and if it's like a 10, I give him a decent amount, or 15. Or
Yeah, you set your own
Well,
DC.
it's
Yeah.
against your own deception check, right?
Are you?
Well, Tyler just said set your own DC.
Set
So
your
if
own
you think it's
DC in this-
difficult,
in this matter,
Yeah, okay.
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 you
so what's
can
your-
roll it if you want to.
don't look, Jeremy.
It's a +6, so.
You believe him. I mean, you know that he's a similar type to Venethra in some ways, and you can get like that kind of read on him, and you go along with it.
Okay. Would it help at all if I told you? No, wait. How's everyone doing on tea and bread?
You look over and you see Zach dipping the bread into the tea.
Yes, I do that.
Oh, how is
like
that?
stringing out, and he's like happy.
They said you weren't supposed to do that. How
Hear a
is it?
soft from behind the shoji screen.
See like shoes behind the screen.
The cheese breaks off, and he's like pulling the cheese up into his mouth with his
He's working
tongue.
on it. Okay. Everyone feeling satiated. Do we need anything else?
Oh, like maybe some meats or something.
Excellent. We'll prepare some meats. Brendan, can you also get us some meats?
I'll talk to the kitchen staff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's like morning.
Late
10?
morning.
Yeah, it's
by
it's
the
like
by,
9 a.m.
11s.
Well, we didn't go to fancy LA style brunch before we left.
We didn't
so.
have time to.
Right. So I'm just saying Zach
So
is
we're
parched
hungry
and hungry.
Didn't sleep.
Brendan
and-
will quietly walk over to the front of the room, put on his shoes, and walk back outside to the kitchen.
Thank you, Brendan.
Yep. No worries.
By the by, Mr. DePeace, mighty fine combination you've got. I've never had this bubbly water that you're offering up.
Yeah, how do you put the bubbles in it?
It's arcane in nature, actually. So what I do is I don't do it. My staff, they have a way of harnessing the exhalation of humanoid creatures, and as they bottle that up, they have a way of forcing that into the water so that it becomes almost innate with the water. And it
So like
creates
the
this-
bubbles is someone's breath?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's remarkable and transcendent, if you ask me.
I tend to agree. It is certainly cleansing the palate between every bite. It's astonishing. You get to appreciate both of these offerings.
Has Visa had any cheese bread?
No, Visa has had two hands on his cup of tea the whole time.
Zach downs the whole cup of carbonated
tea?
water.
Greasy tea.
No, the carbonated water, and then is like it's like all like clearly
like coming out of his
irritating.
mouth.
No, just like irritating, and then he lets out a like large belch, just,
It's
and then sort of covers his mouth.
yes. No, that's okay. It's okay in this space. Brendan, in fact, corn dogs, more corn dogs.
What's a corn
Just
dog?
stepping in with like a small charcuterie board.
Okay.
You can leave it.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
they'll,
yeah, yeah,
I'm sure they'll
yeah.
find a way.
Okay.
I like the sound
I'll be
of
back.
these
Corn dogs.
And we're going to migrate into the steam room. Corn dogs in the steam room.
Okay.
So what?
That's gonna be horrible for the corn dogs. That's gonna make them really soggy. Okay, bye.
Okay, wait. Okay, Brendan, you never done me wrong.
Spa with
Corn dogs!
It's very
Stroll through
convenient.
the courtyard.
Okay. Courtyard. Got it. We'll be there.
This house sounds so sticky.
You guys make your way outside of the tea room.
Bring your tea if you'd like, but we're going to migrate to the courtyard. In the courtyard, it's obviously lush and wonderful, and it kind of is situated inside of the middle of the house. So there's two major wings, and then of course the entryway where you come in. So the two major hallways that go back on the left and the right. There's actually two hallways and then two other hallways on here, and there's kind of rooms that alternate, but you can see the building goes back on the left and back on the right, and in the center is a very large courtyard with, courtyard things. A path.
Out of breath in the middle of the courtyard by the duck pond is Brendan with a large tray of corn dogs.
Oh, that smells real good, Brendan.
Thanks. Yeah, they worked really hard on that.
So basically what a corn dog is on the outside there is this crispy corn
It is a
bits.
corn puree.
A corn puree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brendan. Yeah. And on the inside, and what you see is that they look like hush puppies. On the inside, there's a little marble, or not marble, probably a little bigger than a marble, a golf ball of corn it's like a Scotch egg, but a corn dog, if that makes sense. Right? So,
We're just gonna take like 4, just like a handful, and then just like slowly pop one.
Are they corn dog shape or are they ball shape?
they're ball shaped.
shaped.
Okay.
They're ball shaped, and they're about golf ball size.
Okay.
But, thin layer of corn, and then
I would take one and like put the whole thing in my mouth.
pureed corn and puree meats, solidified, congelated. What a word.
Are you thinking of
Help me, John.
congealed
Congealed.
masterpiece?
Yes.
It's
Do you
not
think
really
that-
congealed, but yeah.
It's nice and spongy. Has consistent texture. I think you'll enjoy it.
Are these easy to make?
Did you bring the stone ground mustard?
I did, and I brought the vinegar.
Excellent. So stone ground mustard, vinegar. These will both help with. It's
Zay's had like 3 by now.
If neither of these suit your palate, I do have for children, we do a tomato puree. That might be more suitable to your palates.
I believe if my observation suits or is successful. How do I say that? If my observation is correct, I believe Visa. Wait, I wouldn't know. Are you avoiding corn dog, the meats?
Do you have oatmeal?
What meal? Oatmeal?
Plain oats.
Probably somewhere.
I do have something called a corn nugget if you're fanciful to try.
I can do oatmeal. Hold on. If I have to go
This
to
is
the
a
store, I
very
will.
corn-centric house.
I got you. It's my job. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna set this tray here.
Anyone else for oatmeal?
He just starts running off through the courtyard again.
Zach has like 4 in his mouth at any given moment that you're looking at him, and it's not the same 4.
Are these easy to make?
They're absolutely easy to make. We have them almost, weekly, bi-weekly.
You were going to say every day for a second.
Yes.
Do you think you could teach a goblin how to make them?
It's probably not that different from your.
We can have
Oh, that would be a good idea.
That's a great idea. Then we could have them all the time and get the whole city hooked on them.
So,
And then we.
I don't mean to interrupt all this corn dog discussion, but I get why they are here, but I do not get why he is here. And he points at Julius. I know why they're here, but he seems a bit of a wild card.
I was summoned.
Well, if you will not tell them, I certainly will.
Go right ahead.
So, back to business. The reason why you have been selected to protect this key.
Wait, there's like more than
there's
one of them?
This key. Well, there's the one that you have, and the one that he has,
I knew it.
Oh,
and the one that
Scott.
I'm sending you to get.
Oh.
Are there more than just those? Or are
No,
they?
no.
Wait,
Hang on. You know what these are, Dan. You know what these keys are.
I simply know that you are in possession of 2 of them collectively, and that there is one more to be retrieved.
Well, do you know what they do?
I don't think so, right? Yeah, I have no idea.
You know that there's more than just this one
There's,
that they're going to get. You know that there are several out there.
I do know that the next one you go to get is one of more that you do not possess.
That's fine with me. I suppose I was just hoping for information. We've been sitting on, in the interest of transparency, we've been keeping that to ourselves for quite some time.
yeah, are you the one that gave this to us?
Absolutely not.
How do you know about the key, or how does your Fae...
magic Fae lady probably knows.
Right, but how
Did
does
you
she
send
know?
us?
She's the ruler
No.
of the Fey Wild, but she also is very well connected. She can see beyond her plane.
Oh.
And
Okay.
frankly, I have a very good relationship with her. It's complicated. But let's just say that she scratches my back, I scratch hers. And
So this is a back scratch that she needed was for you to like call on us and find out about the keys?
yes, absolutely. Yes.
All
Why
right.
didn't she just
Well,
communicate to us in Esaloon since we are like close to the portal?
Well, maybe she thought you needed an additional connection. So while I may not be privy to much information on the keys themselves, it's never a bad idea to have another person in your corner who can keep things safe for you, who can, I don't know, be a warm place to lay your head and perhaps offer a little bit of understanding in your adventuring. I won't say guidance, unless you're looking for guidance. Unrelated, of course, to the task at hand. I'd be happy to share my home with you, and folks do not always take kindly to the Fae. And they don't always trust the Fae, as you shouldn't, as I shouldn't have. But in my 70 years or so, I feel like, have a fairly decent understanding of one another. And I do trust this information. And I see the look of recognition in each of your eyes that you know what I'm talking about. And so, I think, well, while you all remain fairly skeptical, as I understand, it's quite normal in your line of work, it's also, you look like you have a good heart, so to speak, as best as I can judge.
Can your Fae lady like tell us what the keys are and like what was going to happen to us if we have them?
She didn't.
But like, could you ask her maybe if she likes you so much?
I suppose I could.
Like right now?
Yeah, you can commune with Titania if you'd like.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, I might need a little bit of privacy on this matter.
Oh yeah, we can like turn around.
Absolutely. So feel free to enjoy the courtyard. You'll see statues and images of important people from my own adventuring days. If you'd care to take a look. There's a few other places here. The whole entire first floor is yours. There's a section of the second floor where you will be housed, should you need housing for the night, as well as a surprise I'd like to show you later. Something very interesting and fun.
Snip walks off immediately, given free rein.
Yeah.
I think Mark's gonna check out the statues.
Okay, I'll go with Mark.
I'm gonna hang out with our Julius.
But Julius will be strolling along a stone wall, just running his ostrich feather across it.
As you
So, where you get your key from, then?
This key, and he extends a hand out towards Leaf, and a key just drops from the air into his hand, and he holds it towards him. This key?
Leaf does a little, yes, that key, I assume.
It is a large, ornate brass key. Very different from your
That's
own.
very different from the one we
Yeah.
have.
Correct.
Let's say it was a gift.
Oh, you can do better than that? Come on. You're among an elite few. All right, come on, give me the tale.
There was a town, there was a shopkeeper, there was some business, and I emerged with the key.
Well, not a rummage sale, certainly.
Something of the sort.
Now I would like to make an insight check.
Okay.
And my insight is +5.
+5. Okay. You roll with it.
Okay.
You can clearly tell that he's being cagey about it.
Yeah. Well, look, I can, I'll be honest, I wouldn't do much different in your position, and I won't.
Well, of course, trust goes both ways, and that's something if we're going to be engaging together on this, then we'll work on that together.
Oh, certainly. Your keto is a little bit more ornate than mine. May I hold it or no?
He's still holding it up for you.
As you grab hold, it is warm to the touch.
Peculiar. Did you happen to come across a note with it or anything like that?
No note.
No note.
Well, then how'd you know it was of any significance, if you don't mind my asking, of course?
It was held in a certain esteem by the person who gave it to me.
I see. That's exactly the sort of thing I find at rummage sales all the time.
Yes.
You never know what people are willing to just toss out and sell.
So they just part with it, and that's that. Anyways, I'll be taking that back.
This
Oh,
is
of course,
happening.
of course.
What are the rest? You're perusing.
Oh yeah, we're looking at like the statues and stuff, and
I'm
like
with
any cool
them.
plants that maybe we haven't seen before. That
Each
kind
of you roll a
thing.
d10.
I want to tell you what I see.
Green team's exploring the courtyard.
10.
Team Green over here. Yeah. 10.
10.
2.
2.
2.
2. Roll again. Unless you just want to be with Zek. Do you want to be with Zek? Looking
Well,
at
I
the
was
same
going to
stuff?
stay with Mart.
Oh,
and
okay.
just
Well,
go
then we'll
with
just
him.
go off the 10.
Okay.
You guys gravitate
I don't know if
towards
Zach stays with us though.
some of the nature, eventually coming in front of one of the statues. It is of this almost regal-looking, shorter woman with like kind of a longer offset haircut, thick plate armor, like wrinkle lines around her eyes and around her mouth. Mid 40s, mid 50s. A very large decorative sword on her hip that she's kind of like got her hand on. It says Bells. You continue to peruse, and what was that, 2? Eventually, by the duck ponds, you find another statue of a human male in what seems to be kind of a greasy apron. Big smile on his face, a basket of pastries, says sweaty. You're able to kind of go down the line, eventually finding statues to many folks, including a man named Phineas Lonesong, a dwarf named Magnus, a Ruby, a Cyrus, and a Lynn, a Vern. Various people.
Oh, all his friends are dead.
Visa, what are you
Cased
doing?
in stone in his yard.
That'd be kind of metal. What is Visa doing?
I think just carefully weighing the situation and trying to begin to add tokens to a mental scale. Visa is quietly, ritually casting detect poison and disease on his tea and the corn dogs. He's just trying to okay, he's saying this at face value. We're being served at face value. There's a Julius guy who clearly has information similar in weight to the information we thought we had.
Sure.
He's just trying to kind of piece together a brand new board.
Sure. As you cast detect poison on your tea and corn dogs, nothing.
Another point on one side of the scale.
As this is all happening, Venuthra, you retire to a room.
Yeah, he goes to the sitting room with Delilah.
Okay. Delilah's sitting there, quietly.
He does the same. He sits not next to her, but opposite her, or just somewhere else in the room. in the
As you
corner.
sit out, you view the wall that has an arcane depiction of the forests of Umenfir from a gazebo far away.
He's just finishing a corn dog. I told you. I told you.
Shh. You're not going by his rules. She puts her finger to her lips.
Delilah. Or Titania.
Delilah.
Okay. Sorry.
You close your eyes. You feel the wind from Umenfir. You smell the grass. And when you open your eyes, you're in a swarthy field of white tulips, high grass, trees, somewhere in the Feywild. A arm wraps around you from behind, and from the opposite direction, she circles around and sits next to you in the tulips, looking forward, not making eye contact. They'd be in more danger if they knew.
But they may not go if they don't.
They'll go.
Can you give them anything?
I don't need to. I have the best salesman around. She pats you on the shoulder.
What's at risk? Give them something to stoke the fires of their righteous hearts.
Nothing's at risk that's already not. That isn't already. They already have a key.
Oh, but what's at risk if they don't?
Everything. You'll figure it out. You look fit. Been working out?
I've been spending some time in the stone room. What, this one's not for me, is it?
Not that fit. Tell Delilah I say hello. She stands, circles around you again, leaving that arm before slowly dragging it behind you and disappearing.
As I suspected. He'll just stay there, breathing.
Delilah gives you a glance, a knowing glance of, what did you expect? And as you ponder on that, as the rest of you peruse the House of Silver, that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
All right.
Thank you for playing, everyone. Bye, Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy, you're gonna have to come back.
Uh-oh.